Namaste, welcome.
Blessings to you and welcome to Terra Nostra.
And to our beautiful tree of enlightenment. You know, this tree that we're sitting under, and you might even hear some of our amazing parrots, this tree has been estimated to be somewhere between 300 and 400 years old. And it is a eucalyptus, and its beautiful heart here that we're hoping you're able to enjoy opened up probably several hundred years ago due to lightning, most likely, and holds about 4 to 6 people inside if you wanted to have a meditation circle in there. The base of this tree is about 50 feet in diameter, and we felt it was the perfect place to share some very important information with you about this May retrograde and the cosmic eye energy that is on the planet right now. I'm actually going to spin this one, and I think some of you were introduced to our cosmic eye in June 2015.
This beautiful spiritual traveler came to us at the solstice last year, and at that solstice we were introduced to an incredible energy, and we have lovingly named this energy the cosmic eye for visual reasons.
Very obvious reasons.
However, there's a deeper reason, because as one connects with the energy that this stone emanates, it offers a window into the universe, an eye into the cosmos. And that eye is an opener, that eye is a gateway to wisdom, that eye is a gateway to truth and understanding the difference between earthly context and infinite context.
Ooh, I love that. And you know, here we are in May in the middle of this extraordinary retrograde that's really about reclaiming your life, revisioning your life, and moving forward. And remember that this is happening in multiple dimensions. The cosmic eye basically has been with us since June 2015, and Shri and I recently went through a very fascinating reclamation of the cosmic eye, because the people that had brought it to us suddenly wanted it back, and then were asking for exorbitant amounts of money. And as happens when energy is correct, or when things are back in balance, we have been very, very blessed to negotiate what we feel was a very fair energy exchange, and our amazing TOSA community came forward with the donations that the cosmic eye is now here. It is a permanent resident at Terra Nostra. Now, this is a cosmic Shiva eye. These cosmic Shiva eye stones come from only one place in the world, of course, our beloved Mother India. And they are found in rivers, and then these stones are brought from the rivers and polished so that they become really quite extraordinary. And you'll see, this is my personal one that I work with. This is actually a very, very large one. This is what they call a collector eye. And I also work with many smaller ones and grid-sized stones. But the reason we're mentioning it is, and I'm going to have Shri lift up the cosmic eye, in February 2015, before the Metronian Star finished opening, remember it's spinning right now, this end of the cosmic eye stone is very much a receptor. And I've been granted access where you literally go in through the temple door, and then you're standing under this dome. And this dome kind of melts away and becomes the cosmos. And we're very blessed that when people come here to Terra Nostra, we're able to take you on that journey. However, it was during the February series of ensoulments, or I guess ceremonies, even though they felt like ensoulments, with our violet ray Shiva, that I was clearly shown. I was first shown what I thought was a black portal. Then I was shown this golden color, and then I kept hearing Eye of Shiva, Eye of Shiva. And it was pulsing through me and pulsing through me and pulsing through me. And there's a lot more I can share. In the moment, it's more about the energy, because as we know, the Metronian Star is spinning right now, okay? We're in May 2016, and we are at the beginning of a 5-month spin. This spin is about, are you spinning up into the eternal, or are you spinning in a lateral density loop, I guess would be the best way to say that.
Well, you're either spinning into ever more rarefied states of consciousness, ever more rarefied energies, or you're spinning, you're coalescing in a denser frequency. And when we have denser frequencies on one hand and more sublime frequencies in the other, we have polarity. And it's that simple. And you see it in our world, you see it in the cosmos. Polarity is the precursor to oneness. for when people polarize, at some point they wake up and go, where's the heart in this?
Exactly.
And they find the unification from within the pain of the polarity.
And so thank you for following your heart and being here right now. Let's go down to the temple.
Namaste and welcome to the Temple of Oneness at beautiful Terra Nostra Essene.
And we are just wanting to note that the energy right now, we're at the end of May 2016, when we are being called to offer this gift out to the planet, that Mercury has just finished transiting the sun. You know, this has been a very powerful month. Remember, the Merkaba, the Divine Metronian Star is now spinning. And everything is spinning, and it's spinning in multiple directions, and it's very multi-dimensional, and it moves, it implodes, it explodes, it expands, it contracts. All of this divine energy is moving forward right now. And we were called in this very moment to do this before Mercury righted itself at the end of the retrograde. And so we are right at the end of the Mercury retrograde, a very profound Mercury retrograde that initiated this spin of the Metronian Star. Remember that this spin is going to continue. We're only in the first month of it. And there is a connection. We have been receiving many, many visions, lots of guidance, a lot of more videos coming out, guys. In June, you're going to see a lot more videos from us because there's so much prolific information coming in right now about this time in the ascension energies on the planet. So we wanted to take a moment. We've had so many of you write in and go, when's the next Insoulment? When are you posting another Insoulment? Well, now, this was the message we received. We heard to have the Cosmic Eye here. We heard to have the big Shiva Eye here. I was guided clearly to have my two little stones with me. I don't know why. All I know is what Shri and I know is that our heart had brought us here, and that our final piece of guidance was that this needed to be done here in the Temple of Oneness, and this is the very first Insoulment from the Temple of Oneness.
In this temple.
Yeah.
You know, an Insoulment is its own gateway, it's its own portal. It's one thing to channel information that is located elsewhere into third dimensional time and space. An Insoulment actually brings forth a full body presence, a recognition that is beyond the human mind's ability to translate. And one of the gifts that Kira and I share is that she is able to leave her body completely, thus allowing a vessel for the divine energy to enter and speak. And as her other half, I'm able to keep her soul tethered, you might say, to keep her safe during the time that this message comes forward. So we ask each and every one of you to take a moment and simply be in that beginner's mind, to simply breathe and be open to whatever may come forward, and to set aside the brain of density and instead allow your hearts to be receptive to the energy of divine love as it comes through at this time.
Indeed. I'm being asked to share that some of you might have just witnessed while Shri was sharing with you that I had two metal barrettes in my head, and I had on some earrings, and I heard to remove all the metal from my immediate head. So I have just done that. I've checked in if there's anything else that they wanted, and I don't know if we can, this might even be shown on the video, but did you notice there's a blue hue that's already come in on the back of the crystals here? And it's very, very blue, and it's very, very rich and profound, and I'm kind of watching it come in from the crystals. And I do also need to share, because we sometimes get comments, which there are no foreign substances in our bodies right now. The most foreign substance in my body right now is probably some of the purest water you've ever seen on the body, or ever seen on the planet. Yeah. But I'm being guided to also share that with all of you, that, you know, Shri and I are just in the middle of our regular routine of the day, taking this time to be with you. Yes. And so, yeah, they're very ready. They're very present. And so they're saying that it's very important that if you wish to receive the greatest blessing of the gift that is coming forward now, to clear your heart, clear your mind, and they're saying open all the senses. Open all the senses, including the sense of the divine intuition.
So continue to breathe, sending the breath deep into your chest, deep into your heart, as that sends a signal to relax, to simply be present. Breathing fully, breathing peacefully, and trusting your own heart to guide you.
Arisen are thee that have come forward now to be in the divine plenitude of all that has ever been. Greetings of joy, greetings of blessings, greetings of divine cosmic oneness and contact are with thee. This is an abundant time, for the nature of the divine will is now coming forward, expanding and moving through all. Feel our heart open as we open the heart of the divine within. This is indeed a golden moment, a golden opportunity, and we are smiling broadly, broadly, broadly. We are igniting all with golden energy of grand and brilliant ignitions of smiles. This crystalline structure, and we are referring to the structure from which this message is being brought to you. Known as a temple, it is a crystalline structure. Its base is crystalline. It is housed in a crystalline vortex. And it is a crystalline structure from which any that enter its premises can receive the gift of instantaneous divine connection. This instantaneous divine connection is a blessing because you are also the crystalline structure. Merely by connecting with thyself, with us, through this gift now, offers to thee the ignition of the molecular structure within, the ignition of the divine DNA that opens the ascension frequencies like a song, like a radiant song. Hear the song of your own divine heart now. Hear the energy of your own divine heart now. You may wish to close your eyes and ignite your ears. For each of the senses now, we are offering to you now also the sacred scent of the divine temple. Notice the aroma. Notice the aroma. Notice the energy. This complete crystalline structure is a, and we use the word intentionally, minute representation of the divine cosmic crystalline structures of the ascended presence of each being that has chosen to reunify with the strands of crystalline energy that are now forming a grid that have created the fifth dimensional presence. We wish to further explain. Open your heart. Receive this energy at every level. Begin to notice before you now, even if your eyes are closed or open, a gentle blue hue. This gentle blue hue is often reflected in the crystalline structures of what is now melting on your planet, the glacier ice. Glacial ice carries within it memories and energies of your vast crystalline matrix. The vast crystalline matrix is one that is a gentle, loving, ever-refining spiral. This ever-refining spiral is existing within thee now. It has always existed within thee. As the glaciers melt, and they will continue to melt, and indeed there will come a time when but very few remain. As they melt, it is symbolic of the outpouring of divine love coming to cradle. Now, you may say,
Through this melting, many will be harmed. Through this melting, there may be great harm. Indeed, when one only sees, we are trying to offer healing to this body so that we may continue. When one only sees the illusion of density, from the level of the illusion of density, then one sees great chaos, one sees great confusion, one sees and is indeed fueled by the energy of fear, anger, doubt, misperception, a lack of, let us use the word, compassionate resonance with the divine oneness that is the seed of illumination that exists within all. The world as you have been experiencing it has already gifted itself with a twinning frequency. In the twinning frequency of the third dimensional experience, the glacial thaw, the glacial melting, carries with it great fervor, great chaos, great panic. And this energy is very consistent with the planetary thought body that has been created to sustain this energy. When the energy of fervor meets the planetary thought body that is filled with fear and anger, then judgment becomes considered anointed. Indeed, there are many, let us use the word, structures that are here to govern those in the third dimension that are currently filled with the energy of fervor, the energy of fear, and the energy of misperception being anointed, so that the illusion of safety can be perceived amongst those who are without the anchoring of the basic chakra energies to sustain any form of shift. As you connect with this energy, begin to notice a subtle pulsing, a subtle vibration that is pulsing first at the base chakra of the spine of the body. As this energy pulses at the base chakra of the spine of the body, it is inviting thee to connect with a harmonic sustenance, with a crystalline structure that lifts thee to be able to sustain effortlessly the energy of divine presence in a fifth dimensional experience as soul preparation for the entry of the 7th, 9th, and 11th. Indeed, there are many now operating in the 13th. This temple, this crystalline structure, is sitting at an intersection of the 3rd and 13th dimension. There are other such intersections, and on the intersections of 3rd and 13th dimensions becomes a very powerful portal or window where one can effortlessly glide between the dimensions. However, let us continue discussing the twinning earth energy of the 5th dimension right now. Because in the 5th dimensional energy right now, the melting glacial energy softens the blue release and sends out a great flow of love, support, and divine, let us use the word energy. In the 5th dimensional experience, there is a reconfiguration of the planetary experience where those who have fully stepped into this energy will naturally discover themselves in a manner of their own migration. There are many migrations that are simultaneously happening on your world now. There is a forced migration in 3rd dimensional energy that is filled with pain and chaos, for this is the way of learning in the 3rd dimension. And there is a voluntary migration in the 5th dimensional energy, where many feel called to shift, move, lift, and sift. Yet, to be able to find the intersections of the 3rd and the 13th is to be able to effortlessly ignite a divine stream of energy whereby one is able to sustain being in physical form while also being in ascended presence. One does not need to live in these energies. However, it is a good, viable gift to discover these energies, to expand around the globe, to notice where these energy portals are, and to be able to touch them, ignite through them, and carry these windows with you. Even now, for those of you that have already touched these areas, and you may have touched them and not even be aware that you have, you will notice that we are opening the window between the worlds in this moment now. Many of you may be noticing, if your eyes are open, that the room may be feeling cloudy or misty. You may have even seen the opening. Those of you with your eyes closed may have already seen the crystalline temples of your own divine soul's journey. You may have found yourself teleporting to these areas. There are those who may listen to us now and say, this is hokum, rubbish, not happening. Indeed, each being is having the experience of the dimensional energies that they are carrying with them now. Cosmic anchors, known as crystals, were birthed. We were going to say brought, however, that demands too much explanation. So let us say birthed. They were birthed in this form, in this world experience, so that literal touchstones were available. The touchstone of this stone, the large eye of the cosmos that sits here in this temple, is but one. And this one carries with it the energy of the womb of divine creation, of birth, rebirth, and of divine miracle presence. What does this truly mean? It means that within each being's ascended presence energy now lies the opportunity to fully harness, create, and move forward through the perception of the adversity, the chaos, and the fear. However, beloved angels, when one relies on anything outside of their own divine nature, one gives away a piece of their ability to harness, manifest, and create. At the time of the expanding energy now, there are many who are seeking to bring forward a culminating moment of the 3rd density experience of the journey of Gaia. And there are many who are aware of the refining energy that has been occurring on the planet and have begun to ignite their freedom and their presence. And there are many, much more, that are trapped between the two. It is important to recognize, to have mercy on all. Every being, regardless of the number of legs or no legs it may carry, every being that is affiliated with this particular planet, this particular energy of density, is going through a metamorphosis now. Every being is metamorphosizing. For those of you who are aware, you may already now be seeing the crystalline sparkles that are flying before you. You may see them in front of you, you may see them in your mind's eye, you may simply be aware that you are in the presence of brilliant sparkles. These sparkles of energy are revealing to thee the blessing of knowing that you are formless, enjoying form, that you are eternal, and that you are here at a time of divine celebratory energy when you choose to step into the divine nature of the ascended presence of the brain of form. This happens through the unity of the heart and through embracing the flow of the watery filled planet that you are on. Is it any surprise that, of course, the melting of the glacial structures would be a simultaneous occurrence? And it is important to recognize within thy own divine nature that each being is the one who is the individual of the spark of the oneness, able to create in an instant that which they seek to call forward. This is not simply relegated to one type or specific individual or another. Every being, even the ones that are single-celled, carry within them the spark to be able to create. In the knowing of this, we invite thee now to dive into the womb of your eternal creation. Dive into the crystalline temple of your own nature. Dive into the recognition that everything is lifting and everything is moving at a pace that cannot keep pace with a brain of linear form. To hold tightly to that which is before thee now and believe in a one aspect scenario is to make a decision to anchor, to connect to that root chakra harmony that we have already offered to thee. Notice it is still there. Feel that energy. Feel it as you notice it is pulsing within thee, the blessing of golden, infinite energy, constantly birthing, constantly rising. For it is only the energy within that can put, as they would say, a stopper on this energy and keep it contained within the body. Or it is your divine love, enthusiasm, celebratory recognition that as you ignite the upper chakras of the body, you will free this infinite energy. It will pour out of you vastly, and it will sustain itself through your continued recognition that you freed this energy. The energy is available. The energy is pulsing. For those who do not understand or care to understand the energy, for those who seek to destroy the energy, this thumping is very, very base, very deep, very hard, and very force-filled. For those who seek to breathe up the energy and lift into the fifth dimensional experience or beyond, and this is effortlessly done so, for the seventh is very much opened through the cosmic eye energy and through the energy of the divine stillness within that ignites the passionate action of the world you are in now. Regressing a moment, we wish to share with thee now that as you ignite this energy, as you pay attention to this energy, as you expand with this energy, there are great governmental conflicts that are rising on your planet. These are no longer avoidable, yet they are not inevitable. What do we mean by this? That there is a moment in the energy of your divinity that has come forward now and is calling to you and is inviting you to lift into the truth of your divine presence in all ways, to see the beloved experience of your formless form, your formless form, to see this as the implosion of many systems begins and circles, and there is not anywhere that is immune. It is a time to dance. It is a time to take active presence through the dance of the interweaving of the consciousness of the ascended process in harmony with the crystalline matrix, and to be present. Be present and be present. Many will begin to think that they are alone in the process. Many will begin to think they are going crazy. Many will begin to feel great rounds of depression. And many will be challenged in the world of density, because the call of the density experience now, we were going to say goop, but this does not feel correct. So let us just say the soup of the planetary thought body of the third dimension is so thick with manipulation that it is very attractive, even to those that are touching fifth dimensional frequencies. There is great attractiveness when it is found comfortable to stick with something that has had written history as its predecessor. And yet, in the world as you know it now, more has been forgotten than is known. More has been buried or burned than has been revealed. There is so much that is available to thee when one is able to lift into the realms of fifth dimensional experience. And this is easily done while still carrying form through the relaxation of the mind of the form into the trust of the divine mind of the formless. Carry with you reminders of your divine nature if you find it challenging to remember at all times. Perhaps your divine nature is a small stone or crystal. Perhaps it is as simple as gazing at the sky or picking up a leaf. It does not matter. And gather together as often as you can with those who are truly anchored in the presence of energy that you are comfortable being with. If your presence of energy seeks to be in third dimensional energy and you are comfortable there, even listening to this message, screaming and yelling, saying this is bunk, then please be with those who believe you. Be with those who support you, for you will be happy there. Regardless of what comes in around you, you will find comfort there. If you are listening to this saying, I feel so good now, I want to feel this way always, then begin to actively be with those, connect with those, say hello to those who can be with thee. This is the migration of the soul that is in lifting energy now. Great migrations, great movements. Everything is moving in a gentle spin, and this spin will continue, and it will amplify. It is easier to spin with a dance partner who knows the moves of the dance than it is to spin with one who just arrived and does not know the music. It is a divine moment of escalating energy. And this is a moment where every being is participating. Every being. As the energy within thee subsides the need to judge, the energy within thee will lift ever more into the gentle spin of the ever-refining spiral of cosmic reunion. Some say, will we see you in form? Some of you will. Some say, will I ascend with my body? Some of you may. Some say, will the world end in tragedy? For some of you, it very well will. It is at the heart of the essence of the divine gift of the formless in form that every individual is receiving the blessing of their divine experience as their heart and their soul unify. Each is doing it well. All are doing it well. And through the all, you are returning into the one. You may say, who are we? Who are you? We wish for you to hear simply. We are known by so many names. And to offer you the name Cosmic Essene is most accurate, because our energies travel from the center of the cosmic universe in the crystalline, beloved temple. We have been known as Blue Starborn. We have been known through the Archangelic realm, and we are known through each of these now. Through the gift of unified presence, we simply wish to say that the crystalline brethren are here. And we, through the energy of our divine presence with you, as you, and through you, have been guided to offer to you simply Cosmic Essene. For this label, because indeed all words are labels, are they not? Is one that will ignite within those who choose the depth of the crystalline DNA, the remembrance, and the instantaneous unification of all wisdom. It is a time of ignited wisdom, and it is a time where you are able to navigate without any distraction as you allow it. This stone, this cosmic eye, this eye of the cosmos, is a tangible, multidimensional reminder, carrying within it all of the energy of the crystalline temple of the divine oneness. The aspects here, radiating to you now, come to you with great warmth, love, support, and the energy of knowing. If we were to depart today offering you, if only one gift, it would be to close your eyes and see the crystalline temple. Remember your divine nature there. Breathe when a glacier may melt. See the blue and know the truth of your divine self. As you radiate this energy, you heal yourself as you heal your world. There are many portals open now. To Earths, many portals. We love you dearly and always. And so it is.
Breathe deep. Trust your hearts.